Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road all the line. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two.
Carrots on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. From Ford Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. Out to the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
You know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Gone. Complete to right. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's
play action now. Prescott. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott off play action. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 45 yards. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, here's Swift. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's good for the Lions. First down. Once again, it's Swift. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Running is Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a carry for Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Goff now looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Wright. Touchdown! Brock Wright from 8 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity.
Touchdown, Cowboys! One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Wright's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out routing. What you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Go off a handoff here to Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll try to run with Swift. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The steam going, and as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Lions 12. Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10. Their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a proven drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Pollard again. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Now a give right side Swift.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Lions have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the fourth. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got it down to the 28.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And the broken
broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's gone. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gone. What a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now it's gone. And that's caught by Williams. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. Nice carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Gone.
At the 30-yard line.
St. Brown on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 7 catches for him now. And this last one, a first down.
For the Lions. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff now to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Locating St. Brown for another catch. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Here's Dak. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Steps away, and that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially playing a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there in overtime, 45 yards.
But that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And it's caught. Touchdown. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Got a 65-yard touchdown run. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last.
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best,